Hi guys, my name is Tyler and I'm a 18-year-old. I live in the United States of America, and basically today what I'm going to do is show you a quick overview of the Atmos Raw. It is a dry herbs vaporizer, but you can also use it with a Clearomizer or whatever you want to use that fits in there to get the e-cigarette oil to burn it. Basically what I'm using right now is a tank. I bought it at my local smoke shop. It was pretty expensive. Of course, it had to be the most expensive one that fit on here, but it was like $33. I know I could have got one cheaper online, but I just was wanting it now, so I had to go do it. But then I also paid about $100 for the battery and the dry herb oil attachment. This is the case that it came in. On the back of the case, it tells you exactly what comes in it. It's the battery, you get one of them. You get the ceramic heating chamber, which you actually put your herbs into. You have the chamber connector, which has the mouthpiece on top. You have the mesh filter in the spring, the cleaning brush tool, the packing tool, the wall adapter, the USB charger, and a user manual. So, it's pretty standard. Just like e-cigarette batteries, you have a USB connector that has just the little plug-in part. You screw it in. I actually have two batteries since one of mine did break. It just stopped working, and the company was nice enough to send me a new one at a reduced cost. But, and I have had no problem with this new one, and I've had the new one for about 3 weeks now. But basically, you just screw it in here and then plug it into your USB port. It takes about 2 hours to charge. The battery life on it is great. I usually puff this thing like all day long, and it just lasts and it lasts and lasts. Sometimes I don't even have to charge it, and I'll charge it at night. It just kind of depends on the usage. Usually if I was doing it for constantly for hours, it could probably last about 5 hours, and then I would have to charge it. But since I do work and do other things, I can't be doing it constantly. So basically, another thing that I wanted to add is, since you're using the Clearomizer, you can put whatever e-liquid you want in it. Right now I have Taste e-liquid. It came in a 10 milliliter bottle, and the one that I have in it right now is called Orange Citrus. It's really, really good. I usually don't go too far off of menthol flavors. I was a menthol cigarette smoker. I smoked about a pack a day, for 3 years. So this is a really great way to kind of cut me out of that. I actually only smoke maybe a cigarette every 5 days. Just occasionally with a friend or whatever. Maybe I'll want an actual cigarette and I'll just get an actual cigarette. But it's been amazing how much this has reduced my nicotine intake. What I have in it right now is actually 24 strength of nicotine, and it's too much for me. I can't handle it, to be honest. I usually stay with 18, but I bought this on accident, and it was $12, so I'm going to use it, and the taste is amazing. So, I also got a wintergreen trial flavor, and then I also did a, Rogue Juices, which was actually made locally, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool knowing that it was made 40 miles away from my house. So basically, those were all really, really good. This was $12, which is medium price. It's fair. I got the Rogue Juices, the same size, for about $9, so that was a better price. And then I just got those at my local smoke shop, so I haven't bought any of the juices online, so I haven't ventured too far into the juice world. So basically what I want to do now is just kind of give you a brief overview of what the battery actually looks like, and then we'll go into using it, show you the vapor production, and then show you how it works. So basically, here's your battery right here. It says Atmos, and then the little blue dart says actually RX in it, because that's the brand. The button will light up blue, and then so will the end, which is kind of cool. It's kind of nice knowing, you know, if you're in the dark, you can't sometimes tell what smoke you're producing, but you know that it's on since the light is producing. And that's pretty standard when it comes to vaporizers and electronic cigarettes nowadays. So basically, it's pretty simple to use. It's not that much bigger than a lighter. It's actually almost the same size. It's easy to fit in your pocket, and the whole thing is very easy to fit in your pocket. It's very discreet. That's what I liked about it. It was my first little venture out into the e-cigarette world, and even though it's like a 2-for-1 with the dry oil attachment, it's dry herb attachment, sorry. It's kind of hard to justify how much I paid for it. I paid about $100 for the device, and then $30 for the Clearomizer, and so that's $130 right there. But then I kind of did get like a 2-for-1 because it does vape dry herbs too. But basically, the bad thing about it, or what I've noticed, is with both of my batteries, this tank has stripped the coil inside, so I have to keep it on with a rubber band. I know it's pretty ghetto, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So basically, I'm gonna just show you how to use it, and tell you about the good and the bad that you probably will notice as I'm vaping off of it. So first off, I'll just press the button. And sometimes you have to kind of get it going first. You need to take a couple hits. So I'm going to take a couple more and see if I can't get better production of vapor. So the vapor's not too thick. The throat kick is really intense because it's the 24 milligram. I can't really even handle it because it's so intense. It really can burn my throat a lot, and I'm surprised that I didn't cough just now, because usually I do cough when I take that many hits off of it because it is so intense. I'm pretty satisfied with it. The hit that it gives me is satisfying. It takes away my cigarette craving. The overall, I'd probably give it about a 6 or a 7. But basically, it's really loud. That's one of the biggest downsides to it, is it's pretty loud. You can hear me when I'm doing it. I'm sure you just heard it as I was taking in the hit. You just hear that crackling sound, and not all vaporizers have to do that. So, I haven't ventured into getting different Clearomizers or anything like that for it. I do want to do that soon to see if I can get better usage off of it, but now that I've stripped the coil inside, I don't know how much more use out of it I'm going to get, which kind of sucks since it was $100. But basically, overall, it's pretty good. Throat kick, I'd probably give it about a 7 out of 10 because I just can't handle it. The thickness of the vapor, I'd probably give it about a 7 out of 10 also. The head rush is pretty substantial. I'd probably give it an 8, to be honest. And then overall, I'd give it a 7. Basically, it's just, you know, the problem with the dry herbs with it is it combusts the material. So it's not a true vaporizer. So if you're looking for a true vaporizer, you do not want to go for this. I was just looking for something cool and new to smoke out of, and I got something cool and new to smoke out of. People at my price point and people at my age are just kind of looking for something that makes it feel like you're actually getting your money's worth. And also you're getting something cool and new to smoke out of. So you definitely get that from the Atmos Raw. Again, here's the packaging again. It kind of looks like an iPhone case, to be honest. And then it works really nicely. But honestly, if I had to do it again, I'm not sure I would have chose the same option. I would have researched things a lot more and then probably gone with a different one that actually did vaporize. But since it's a 2-in-1, I can't really complain. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, I gave it a 7 out of 10. And my name is Tyler. And I'll see you around.